Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the iTvanila DEW20 dehumidifier. And what I want to do today is to show you around the dehumidifier, some of the features and benefits that it offers. But all I normally say just before we start is please subscribe to my YouTube channel. What I do is I'll talk about household appliances, vacuum cleaners, there's normally a bit of tech in there as well. So just give it a quick subscribe, click the thumbs up and then we'll make a start. So the idea of the dehumidifier isn't new. The technology in this particular model is quite interesting. But I suppose a lot of people are still buying dehumidifiers. Some people don't even know they need one. Common signs that you need one could be mildew or damp on a wall. If the area that you're looking at, if it's not very well ventilated, so if it was say around a bathroom or kitchen where it gets quite moist in there, then that's quite a common sign that you could benefit from a dehumidifier. Another couple of signs that you might need one could be things like condensation on your windows and also odours within the room. And I don't mean your teenage kids kind of odour. So although the dehumidifier can't get rid of things like the mildew or if you've got any damp stains on the wall, but what it can do is it can prevent it from getting any worse. So when it comes to the DEW20, then there's quite a lot to talk about actually. First of all, you've got the carrying handle on top. So if you do need to move it around the house, then you've got this nice strong handle on top, which is always a great addition. Also, it has got rollable wheels, so you've got casters underneath. And again, because the weight of this, it's not a lightweight product, so you're looking around 12 kilograms. But what you will find is that at least by having the handle and you've got the wheels at the bottom, then it just makes it nice and easy to move around. And if you are going to have it in one position, then what you need to make sure is that it's going to fit there. So as far as the dimensions on this, so the height of it, you're looking around 57 centimetres. The width of it, so left to right, 36 centimetres, and then 20 centimetres deep. So I'd always make sure, and it's the same with any product, I do mention it in quite a lot of my videos about the dimensions of products, because there's nothing worse than ordering something like this, having it arrive and then finding where the position you wanted to put it in, you find it doesn't fit. So this particular model, it has a high efficiency compressor and that can effectively remove up to 20 litres of excess water a day. And clearly at some point the water is going to need to go somewhere. So there's a couple of options. I suppose the first option, and especially if you're going to move it around the house or apartment or flat, wherever you're in, if you're going to move it around, then I suppose this is the best option. And you do get a container, and with this one you can hold up to 4.5 litres of water. So clearly, although it can extract up to 20 litres a day, you will need to empty it. There is an indicator on the front and I'll show you that in a moment. But with this, so that's as I say, it's 4.5 litre container. There is a visual indicator on the outside, so even before you take the tank out, you can see roughly where it is. So if you see that the water's getting towards the top there, then I suppose that's an idea to just go and empty it. You have got a handle on top, so it just makes life easy, because when it's full of 4.5 litres of water, then it can get quite heavy. Now the second option is that you do get a drain hose with it. So it does come with this. Now this is a really good feature, and I must say in all the years of selling dehumidifiers, not many have actually come with it. It's normally available as a spare accessory that you have to buy. But with this one, it does come with this. And I suppose this is recommended that if you're going to have it in a single position, for example, if you're going to have it in say a laundry area, where when you're drying your clothes it gets quite damp in there, and if you've got a drain outlet, then all you need to do is just connect this hose. There's a connection just on the inside there, so all you do is you connect that, and then this just gives you the ability to connect it to a separate drain. And the main advantage is that you don't have to worry about emptying the container at all. So if the area that you're in is quite damp, and rather keep emptying it, then I'd recommend using the hose. So what I've done is I've got everything switched on and plugged in now. What I have done is I've just gone off to the side a little bit, just because sometimes when the fan starts going, then if that's going against the microphone, then it could get a little bit noisy. But the main advantage of this model is that it's actually a very quiet operation. But what you need to do, so when you first want to turn it on, you just press that button and you've got a really nice LED display on the top. in green. I'll tell you what, I do like this display. You can see here the door has opened at the front. You have got the option to enable the swing if you want to. So whichever setting you've got it on, then you can enable that. I mean, I suppose that's something, especially if you got it on, say, the laundry setting, then that could be quite good, just to move the air around a little bit. So as far as the display, so what this is doing, this is showing you the room humidity. So at the moment, the room I'm in, it's at 67% room humidity. And on certain settings, you can actually change the room humidity that you want it to work towards. So if you press the mode button, so we just go to the dry, and what that does, that's the main dehumidifying setting. So it starts off at CO, and that just means it's constantly on. But what you can do is if you select a certain percentage, so if I wanted to aim to get my room down to say 60%, then I'd do that. So hopefully you saw that, so it goes to 60, that's what it's going to work towards, and then it goes back to the room humidity that it's on at the moment. And hopefully what you'll find is that it will actually work its way down gradually, and then when it gets down to 60%, then it will switch itself off. And it will keep monitoring that. So if it does start to work its way back up, then it will switch on and come on and work back down towards 60 all on its own. So different modes that you've got. So the first one was just the normal dehumidifying. That's the one at the top that I just showed you. The next one is just a fan. So that doesn't tend to use the dehumidifying side. That's just a fan. And what you can do is you can still enable the swing if you want to. So you can have this to move around. Let's just stop that a moment. The next one is the laundry setting. So what that does is that's really designed, so if you're having this, say, in a laundry area where you hang out your washing and you want it to try and dry a little bit quicker, then that's a good option to use. That's a really good idea. I suppose if you're in, say, an apartment or a flat where, and especially if you've not got something like a tumble dryer, what you can find is the moisture that you get from hanging your clothes out could be quite annoying. And what I was talking about earlier, things like the mildew or the mould or the smells that you get from damp areas. So by having something like this, and especially if you use the laundry setting, then that can be a real benefit. The next mode is actually combining the fan with the dehumidifying side. So that's just a good combination. And then once you press it again, then it goes back to the main dehumidifying section. So on the left hand side here, you've got an option called timer, and if you press that, then what you do is you've got the ability to get it to turn off. So you might not want it on all the time, so what you can do is you can just keep pressing that, and it goes up in half-an-hour increments, which is really good. So on this, it goes all the way up to 24 hours. So that's just really if you wanted it to be on for a certain time. And the next option below the timer is Wi-Fi. And some of you might be wondering, well, why do you need Wi-Fi on a dehumidifier? A lot of appliances are going connected now, and that means you can link them up through different apps. Now there is an app that you can download. I must admit I haven't done it myself for this particular product, but I have had a good look at it, and there's quite a few things that you can do through the app. First of all, you can adjust the different modes, you can change the humidity settings, you can actually set different schedules, so that's something that's quite unique to the app. So you might want certain times of the day that you want it on, to switch it off, which you can't do from the front here. It will also display the real-time humidity through your phone or tablet. Also you can set different timers, so there is a lot you can do through the app itself. And personally I'd recommend, once you get it, it is a free app, so there's no charge for it, so I would recommend downloading that. Just get it connected through your Wi-Fi, and then that gives you the ability to set everything up. When it comes to the room humidity setting, I know I did mention about it, that's constantly on, but what you can do is you can actually change it from 35% all the way up to 80%. So if you wanted to reduce it down to 80%, then you've got that option. And then once you finish using it, then if you just press the on and off button on the top there, You can also do that through the app as well, but what you'll find is that the flap will close, and I must admit I love that. And then the final indicator on the top here is the tank full, and what that does basically, it's just a little light to indicate that the tank is full and it needs to be emptied. What you will find is that it will switch off, so that when the tank is full, because what you don't want it to do is to carry on filling. Now, I did mention earlier that you've got the Wi-Fi built in, and quite a few of the features and benefits that you get from downloading it via the app onto your smartphone or tablet. Now, what you have also got with this, you have also got voice assistant. So if you have got either Alexa or Google at home, then that's something that you can actually control the dehumidifier with as well. Again, I've not got an example of it at the moment, but I have read about it, and to be fair, if you've got those voice controls anyway, some of the voice assistants, then it's something I'd recommend setting up with your dehumidifier. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the iTvanila DEW20 dehumidifier. Please give us a thumbs up on a YouTube video and click subscribe. What I normally do is I normally ask for any comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video itself. If you didn't like it, then just let me know why. Also, if you have got any questions on the dehumidifier, there might be a feature or something that I've either missed, not mentioned. So if you've got any questions on it, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.